Хей, як все маєте? Сьогодні я пропоную вам для перегляду відео інтерв'ю з власником двох барбершопів, барбером, бізнесменом, а також моїм босом Стівом. В барбершопі The Kingsmen. What did you ask?
Why are you making a video?
I want to start a YouTube channel.
Barber talk, I like it.
Yeah.
3 hours later.
So what's your questions?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about that. I don't know. Maybe you can tell something about your barbershop. Your barbershop, the Kingsmen, right? Maybe first question, why it's the Kingsmen?
I called it the Kingsmen because we are located on King Street, which is the main street in the towns, both towns, right?
Yeah, you have to.
And the Kingsway Plaza is where my other location is.
Yeah.
And when I worked for a guy years ago, he named his shop after him. So when everybody phoned to book an appointment, you'd always ask for the main name, right?
Yeah.
And that wasn't fair to the other barbers. I always felt like, I didn't think it was fair, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted something that when people come in, it doesn't matter where you go or who you see. It's a Kingsmen, right? So we're all one, right? I don't have levels of. And some people ask me, well, how come I don't have levels? Because they will say, well, they've been doing it for 10 years. He's been doing it for 3 years. He's been doing it for 4 months, right? So some people are like, well, you pay for what you can do. And I understand that. I get that, right? But then you get some barbers that have been doing this job for 20 years and still can't cut hair worth shit. And you get some new guy that's really good. So
I thought it's a regular thing, like
the owner
in barbershops.
more? No. They do it in hair salons for women, right? But barbershops, I like everybody to feel like a team, to be like we're all one, right? Mm-hmm. That's why I have services instead of a man's haircut. We call it like a night service. We have the Duke service. You have the King service, right? It's no matter what you do. If you go sit with whoever, you're still going to get that service, right? Instead of having somebody say, oh, go see him because this is what he does best. So.
And the same price for everyone, right?
Same price for everybody, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because you can get somebody that's been doing it for years and still can't do it, and you get some new guy that's fantastic, right?
But clients, when somebody come in, he can choose the barber, or it's just...
The client can choose the barber if they wish, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of that's to do with your appearance, right? You only get one chance to make a first impression, right? So when someone comes in, they look to see what everybody's appearance, right?
Yeah.
Like you look for, at my shops, I like everybody dressed up. They wear dress shirt, ties, it looks professional, right? We're still in the beauty industry, even though you're a barbershop. We're still in the beauty industry. And if you're fashionable, you look good, that's what clients want, right?
I thought the Kingsman, it's because...
the movie?
Movie, yeah.
Oh, no, nothing near the movie.
And everybody looks
the
good
tailors
there.
Well, yeah, but we want to make everybody. No. I just thought it looked good. I always wore a tie for work. I was a hairstylist before I got into barbering, right? So
looks good. So how many years you're
I started cutting hair in 1999. 1999. I started off as a shampoo boy, sweeping floors, washing hair, doing the grunt work nobody likes to do. So I started. A Quattro hair design in the Coburg Mall. I got it on a dare. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming. I got it on a dare. They were like, the shampoo girl, because it was all girls at the time that did it, right?
Yeah.
It was either girls that did this job, Italians, because those were the barbers, those guys that came over that did the barbering.
Real Italian?
Most of them were. or hairdressers. That's where I started. And now I own 2 barbershops. Very successful barbershops. When I first started cutting hair, we only got paid by the client. If you weren't busy, you didn't get paid anything. You could sit in the store all day for 9 hours and make not a cent, right?
Yeah.
Where today, you guys are guaranteed an hourly rate plus commission, right? They didn't have that for my day. And then we found the little spot in Curtis where there was no barbers. And we opened up there, and
You start work just you, or
I started off with just me and a hair salon in the barbershop. Everybody thought it wasn't gonna work. I wasn't gonna. The store was too big. It was just me. I had
the
500.
same spot like now, yeah? 8 chairs.
Yeah, but I had just me in there. I had 500 clients that I brought with me.
Okay.
Right? People started coming. I had a girl came in. I took her on as an apprentice under me and taught her, and she's done very well. She's won awards. And I hired 2 more, and then eventually I had a shop full of 8 barbers. Then I had 10 barbers.
Somebody still working from your first barbers?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Jordan.
Ah.
Barbers are like flighty, right?
Yeah.
Artsy people we are. So they always think the grass is greener, and then they always come back. Because I am a great boss. I need the mug. The world's greatest boss. I bought it myself at Spencer's Gifts. And then we've been here in Coburg. We opened in Coburg June 30th. During the lockdown, when everybody was losing their businesses, I was opening one.
Yes.
Right? People thought I was crazy.
So you opened when was COVID here?
When it was COVID, yeah. We were in lockdown. You were allowed to open the store during COVID as long as you had a mask on. You couldn't do beards or shaves or anything.
Oh, really?
Right? And then they shut us down completely. They were in lockdown, but I had already signed the lease for this store in Coburg. This store everything is spaced out. Everybody's 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
It was all done to the COVID standards for the way the world we all thought was going to be, right?
Yeah.
I had dividers in between all these stations. Look up, there's hooks.
Yeah.
I had dividers between every single station. I paid a fortune for it. They're in the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll be ready for our next.
There'll never be another.
no.
Oh, cool. I hope not.
No, thank you.
We're gonna get attacked by aliens next year.
Aliens, yeah. How long you didn't have bald fade?
I've never had a ball fade. This is my first ball
No, I think I saw a couple pictures in your.
fade. No, I just shaved it. I've never done a ball fade before.
Ah.
For real?
I've never had a Vlad haircut. So this is my first time, right? So
Actually, this is the first time.
first time, man. Everyone, I try to do everybody in my store so I can see where your strengths are, right? I judge everything. I hope you guys know that, right? You do. I'm watching, right? I know where some of your strengths are and your weaknesses, and I try to run my shop accordingly to what it will do.
Do you know, like, who opened first barbershop in Northumberland?
It was all Italians that started it, right? All the Italians came over, and they're the ones that learned how to cut hair. Hey, straight guys, we didn't do hair, buddy. It's only in the last 20 years where you started getting more straight guys that are doing hair. It was a woman's thing, right? Like job, other than barbers. And those were only Italians that would teach their kids how to do it. So if you were trained, you were trained by an Italian barber, like to show you the barbering ways. And now there's other ethnic groups that come over, Turkish barbers, you got black barbershops, you got all different kinds, right? We live in Canada when we like everybody, we bring everybody, right? So.
The first barbershop in Ukraine was opened in 2012.
Good?
Yeah. Yeah.
My great-great-grandfather was a barber in Scotland in 1906. So I'm generations barber. I swear to God. And then here I am, 2023. Boom, baby. It's in my blood. That's what I'm going to write on my next tattoo. It's in my blood.
So how many clients do you have every day?
Usually I had probably about 22 people a day. I can
It's
do
full day.
No, 25 is a full day. But if
Okay.
I'm thinking, like, if you get like people that have breaks, right? But I don't take any breaks, right? The most I've done in a day
Yeah.
is 32, and that's
32.
like, and that's
How
like
many hours?
what 9 in the morning till 9 at night, right? So,
Yeah.
well, I feel I can't do it anymore. My body's shot, right?
How old are you?
I am now 45.
Okay. Still young.
Old man.
No. What is the best part in your job for you?
People.
People. Oh.
People's the best part. You got to be a people person to do this job to be really successful in it, I think. Everyone has different ideas, right? You got to be great at your craft, yes, but you got to be a people person and want to be around people.
That's actually why I choose this profession, because I don't like computers.
Me
I
neither.
like people,
Right?
and yeah, I try to cut hair. Yeah.
And look at you go. You've been in my store for 6 months,
Yeah.
and you're fully
Almost
booked.
done, yeah.
You're fully booked every day. You got clients. Everybody wants, I'll see Vlad. I'll see Vlad. So,
Yeah, that's a miracle. How you can do both, like barber and businessman.
I'm more of a barber, I think, than a businessman. I have a good business partner. My wife is very smart. She's a very smart woman. So she's good with numbers and stuff like that. She's good at advertising. She was an advertising person, right? So she helps do that stuff. Right? But I have a vision. I had a vision for these stores.
Yeah.
I still have a vision. I haven't completed all my visions yet.
Didn't complete?
Not yet.
What is your vision? Have more locations?
I would love to have maybe 2 more locations. But we'll see.
Did you think about barber school? Like your own barber school?
I thought about it. $20,000 to learn how to cut hair. That's what they're charging. And they're going up in Canada.
What?
That's what it costs. 20,000
20,000 for what?
to learn how to cut hair. That's what they're charging in school. Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
And it's a couple months or what?
No, it's a year.
Year?
Yeah. And then you gotta do your apprenticeship. Afterwards, you gotta get your hours. But the thing is, that's for like the beauty industry, right? So you want to learn how to cut hair, like women's hair, do colors, perms, all that kind of stuff. Well, the cosmetology course, right? And when you walked into a store in Canada before, that's all you got was your choice of which Italian's gonna cut your hair. And half of them only needed 3 things. It was short, short, short. And that's how you got a haircut.
But they were good? Or like just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's short, 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 right? Military haircut. You guys love the fades. This is part of barbering, right? Like the fades, right? But other part of hairdressing, barbering is like doing pompadours and doing like, you
I
know.
love pompadours. What do you think?
Cool.
Never saw on your head, right?
Well,